What's up? This is Dan McDonald, and I'm the Life Regenerator on YouTube. Thank you very much for joining me for today's episode of the Life Regenerator Show. I'm going to get started right away on a cultured coconut macadamia nut dressing. Okay, now these nut-based dressings are extremely satisfying. When you use the probiotics to help to break down the proteins into amino acids, the fats into fatty acids, and the carbohydrates into glucose, you get a more easily digestible, delicious, and satisfying raw living food. So what I've got here today, I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to take some coconut. Now these are the real thing, but of course most of the time you see me using the young Thai coconuts. Those are fine. But again, these are the real. You want to go grab a real coconut, bro, so we can show them what it looks like, because a lot of people don't know, never did see one. I saw a lot of young white ones. So I'm going to take some coconut meat, nice and clean coconut meat. This is the real deal, like I said. We just got a truckload of the coconuts delivered this morning. We're already ripping through them. I drank 15 coconuts yesterday. That's all I had. It was legit. So I'm going with the coconut here, and then I'm going to toss in some. So you can make the coconut macadamia nut yogurt, and you'll see why I'm using macadamia nuts for a lot of things throughout the week here while I'm doing a retreat on the island of Kauai, raw food retreat. I'm going to take about a couple cups of the coconut meat, and then I'm going to take a couple cups of the soaked macadamia nuts. And then I'm going to take some garlic, 3 or 4 cloves, whatever you like. You know, this is a dressing for about 15 people or so. We're going to make some veggie wraps, and then we'll have the dipping sauce, you know what I'm saying? So it's a cultured dressing. Dipping sauce can go over salads, dips, whatever, veggie dip, it's all good. So I've got coconut, macadamia nut, garlic. I'm going to toss in some dried dill because I don't have any fresh. Obviously I would use fresh if I had it, but this will still be delicious. So I'm going to load that up really good. I made some macadamia nut crackers this morning. Spicy macadamia nut crackers with zucchini and celery, legit. Have to show you those. I'm sure we'll be making plenty more crackers. I'm also going to take some salt here, probably a tablespoon of salt. And then I've got a jalapeno. It's got a nice kick to it, but the fats really mellow it out, so it's a nice, spicy, smooth, creamy dressing. So I'm just gonna, no, I throw the seeds in. I like the seeds for the protein, and I like the seeds because that's where the heat is, and you want that little kick because it's got a nice stimulating property to it. And most of these people are generally eating cooked foods, so they're jumping in on a raw food retreat. I'm not gonna try to get them on coconuts and papayas and orange juice like an old vet. He's gonna roll like that when he's on the island of Hawaii, but I'm gonna take a little bit of lime juice as well here. And that's going to set up real nice. Give it a nice little twist, you know what I mean? It also works as a preservative as well. The juice of 1 lime should be just fine. Epic, baby. Great limes. Powerful. Can you smell it from there, brother?
Yes, yes, yes.
Here's a real coconut. This is what they look like, you know what I'm saying? So this is like in the middle ground, right in the middle. It's probably got a decent amount of water and a decent amount of meat. Find out later about that. Phase number 2 here, a little bit of the probiotic to start the culturization process. And what I'll do is just set this on the counter for like 2 hours, and then when everyone comes down for lunch, it'll be all ready to go. Last but not least, I'm gonna add the rest of this coconut meat here. Stretch things out. Better to have too much than too little when you're feeding a big group of folks. And nobody goes hungry on my watch. Can you dig it, baby? Nobody goes hungry. We turned this place down here. It was all just a mess, and we just cleaned it up, pimped it up, toned it up, and we're just using what we got here to make it happen. It's a beautiful thing. So I'm going to put the some of the water here, the coconut water. Yeah, this is a nice dressing. Everybody's going to be stoked. We already had a great smoothie for breakfast. Okay, there we go. Now we got a nice, creamy, delicious dressing. And what I'm going to do is just pour it right here into this jar. And then I'm going to let it sit for a couple of hours. And then when everyone comes down, I'll put this into some little serving bowls where they can put it on their plate and then dip their wraps into the delicious coconut, macadamia nut, and dill spicy dressing. Okay, well, thank you for joining me for this episode of the Life Regenerator Show, and I hope to see you back real soon. Video marathon coming your way, baby. Peace.